Good morning everyone. In this video we would like to discuss Tn combined separate scheme. Simply it is Tn combined followed by Tn separate. And the question is, after understanding it, can I use Tn separate and Tn combined or not? So here the system looks like this. So we have the supply side and we have load side. So what we can do is that we can start as Tn combined. You can see phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and the neutral, which acts as PEN, protective earth and neutral at the same time. So we have Tn combined 4 wire until we get to a large building, for example, like this building. In that building, we are gonna start. So we have PEN. I'm gonna start to separate the neutral into 2 wires, neutral and protective earth. So PN is divided into neutral and protective earth, as you can see here, converting it from 4 wire system into 5 wire system. Now this one is acceptable, and you can find this arrangement commonly used in the UK. So what we do is that during the transmission system or distribution lines, not transmission, distribution system, we start as Tn combined in order to save conductors. Instead of having 5 wires, we only transmit 4 wires. And as we reach to the load, we start converting into 5 wires in order to have the features of Tn separate. Remember that in Tn separate, I can use RCD, I can use circuit breaker, so there are many advantages of Tn separate. So we started as Tn combined to save an additional wire, then we separate them, as you can see here. Okay, so this is the commonly used. Can I do the reverse? Can I start by Tn separate and then combine? No, you can't use this. Tn separate is prohibited to be upstream of a Tn combined, cannot be before a Tn combined according to IEC. Now why is this? I'm gonna explain right now. Okay, let's look at this system. So we have PN, TNC converted into 5 wires, which is Tn separate. Great. Now as we go, you can see at this particular point we converted into Tn combined. How did I know? You can see protective earth, you can see neutral, protective earth. They are combined into 1 wire going to the load, PEN. So we had Tn separate, then Tn combined. Now, is this allowable? No. Why? Let's look at this case here. Let's start by saying that we said before that Tn separate can use RCD, right? So RCD will take the 3-phase and the neutral. RCD. Don't worry about RCDs and how they work. We have a long series on RCDs, their coordination, their different types. Very technical part on RCDs. I know that you are not gonna find this anywhere. So stay with me after I discuss the IT systems. We are gonna go in depth with catalogs about RCDs. So we have L1, L2, L3, and neutral. And the protective earth is the one that takes fault current, right? Fault current. Great. Now let's look at the system specifically. Okay, in normal conditions we will have 3-phase IA, IB, IC entering the equipment and then gets back through the neutral. This is my own neutral. PN is my own neutral. So the unbalanced current will go like this. Let's call it IN, right? Getting back through the neutral. It wants to get back all the way back to the neutral of the supply here. So what is gonna do? You can see that here at this point here, part of it will say, hey, I'm gonna get back through this neutral I1, and another one will say, hey, no, I'm gonna go through this protective earth. So part of it will get back through its normal path, which is the neutral. Another part will go through the protective earth, dependent on the impedance of these two. So one will go like this, all the way like this, and the other one will go all the way like this, and then combine here back to the supply. Everything seems normal. However, PE or protective earth should not have any current except under fault condition, not normal condition. This is very important because you will find that when current passes through it, it will cause some issues which we are gonna see. Okay, so the first problem here is that IN should be I1 plus I2, right? However, only I1 gets back through the RCD. I2 go down away from RCD. The RCD does not see this. So the RCD senses this I1 missing I2. So I2 means that there is a problem in the system or there is a leakage current. So the RCD will operate because the neutral is not I1 plus I2. It is only I1, so there is a missing current. So the RCD will operate if TNC ahead of TNS. This is the first problem. Second problem, when I2 flows through the protective earth like this, I2, what do you think will happen? Well, we know that V, voltage drop, is equal to I multiplied by impedance. So protective earth has an impedance, Z of protective earth, and we have a current flowing which is called I2. Their product will cause a voltage drop. So what is the problem? The problem is that when this one has voltage, the enclosure itself of any equipment will have the same exact voltage. So for example, if a voltage drop happen of let's say 12 volt, then each enclosure will have this voltage, meaning that if the voltage is high enough, more than 50 volt, it can cause an electric shock in normal operations. This is the second reason why you should not put a TNC ahead or TNS upstream of TN combined. So it has zero current under normal operation, protective earth, only a path for fault currents. When we merge them downstream of the TNS separation point, you allow normal load current to flow into the protective earth. This will cause or raise the potential voltage of the exposed metal wire connected to the protective earth. Anything connected to the protective earth will have the same voltage drop. Another thing that can cause RCD tripping, as TNS may use an RCD. If you combine N and P protective earth creating TNC after RCD, that the RCD will detect that there is a difference due to the splitting of the current. Part of it, I1 and I2, is splitting at this point. This imbalance will be detected as leakage fault, causing the RCD to trip. So in this lesson, we discussed the reasons why we can use TN combined, then TN separate, and we cannot use TN separate, then TN combined. Hope you understand this lesson and see you in the next one, in which we start discussing the IT systems. Thank you for watching this lesson in our course for electrical design. If you would like to learn how to design electrical systems from scratch, we have a large course on electrical design in which you are gonna design electrical systems in AutoCAD, Dialux, Excel, ETA. You will also learn how to select circuit breakers, cables according to NEC and IEC standards. We are gonna go step by step in AutoCAD and how to draw the lighting circuits. We will also learn how to do the lightning protection systems in addition to SPD or surge protective device. This is a large course, as you can see here, which is gonna help you in becoming a professional electrical design engineer. Thank you and see you in our course for electrical design.